dear students. Welcome to Mahila Samaja Digital Learning Classes. In previous class, we have completed Chapter 1 Knowing Our Numbers. If you watch the whole video, it will be seen very natural and easy for you. I think you have got an idea about the chapter which we are going to learn today. Yes, you are right. We are going to learn about the chapter whole numbers. Points to remember. Point number 1. The numbers 1, 2, 3, etc. which we use for counting are known as natural numbers. Point number 2. If you add 1 to a natural number, we get its successor. If you subtract 1 from a natural number, you get its predecessor. Here, successor means after number, predecessor means before number. Point number 3. Every natural number has a successor. Every natural number except 1 has a predecessor. Point number 4. If we add the number 0 to the collection of natural numbers, we get the collection of whole numbers. Thus, the numbers 0, 1, 2, 3, etc. form the collection of whole numbers. Point number 5. Every whole number has a successor. Every whole number except 0 has a predecessor. Point number 6. All natural numbers are whole numbers, but all whole numbers are not natural numbers. Dear students, now we shall learn the number line. Draw a line, mark a point on it, label it 0, mark a second point to the right of the 0, label it 1. The distance between these points labeled as 0 and 1 is called unit distance. On this line, mark a point to the right of 1 and at unit distance from 1 and label it to 2. In this way, go on labeling point at unit distances as 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, etc. on the line. You can go to any whole number on the right in this manner. This is a number line for the whole numbers. What is the distance between the points 2 and 4? Certainly it is 2 units. Can you tell the distance between the points 2 and 6? Between 2 and 7? On the number line, you will see that the number 7 is on the right of 4. This number 7 is greater than 4. That means 7 is greater than 4. You know the greater than symbol, children? The number 8 lies on the right of 6 and 8 is greater than 6. For example, 4 less than 9. That means 4 is on the left of 9. Now we will learn addition on the number line. Addition of whole numbers can be shown on the number line. Let us see the addition of 3 and 4. Draw the number line and add up 0. What is the distance between the points 2 and 4? Yes, you are right. It is 2 units. Can you tell the distance between the points 2 and 6, children? Yes, 4 units. And also between 2 and 7? 5 units. On the number line, you will see that the number 7 is on the right of 4. This number 7 is greater than 4. That means 7 is greater than 4. For example, 4 is less than 9. 4 is on the left of 9. Similarly, 12 is greater than 5. 12 is to the right of 5. Now we will learn addition on the number line. Addition of whole numbers can be shown on the number line. Let us see the addition of 3 and 4. Observe the number line. Start from 3. Since we had 4 to this number, so we make 4 jumps to the right from 3 to 4. 4 to 5, 5 to 6 and 6 to 7. As shown above, the tip of the last arrow in the fourth jump is at 7. The sum of 3 and 4 is 7. That means 3 plus 4 is equal to 7. We will learn subtraction on the number line. The subtraction of two whole numbers can also be shown on the number line. Let us find 7 minus 5. Observe the number line. Start from 7 since 5 is being subtracted. So move towards left with one jump of 1 unit. Make 5 such jumps. We reach the point 2. So we get 7 minus 5 is equal to 2. Now we will learn multiplication on the number line. We now see the multiplication of whole numbers on the number line. Let us find 4 into 3. Observe the number line. Start from 0. Move 3 units at a time to the right. Make such 4 moves. Where do you reach? You will reach 12. So we say 3 into 4 is equal to 12 or 4 into 3 is equal to 12. Dear children, now let us learn the properties of whole numbers. When we look into various operations on numbers closely, we notice several properties of whole numbers. These properties help us to understand the numbers better. Moreover, they make calculations under certain operations very simple. The first property is closure property. Whole numbers are closed under addition and also under multiplication. For example, 7 plus 8 is equal to 15. It is a whole number. 5 plus 5 is equal to 10. It is also a whole number. 0 plus 15 is equal to 15. It is also whole number. It is the addition of closure property of addition or addition of closure property. The sum of any two whole numbers is a whole number. That is, the collection of whole numbers is closed under addition. This property is known as the closure property for addition of whole numbers. The next, multiplication of closure property. Example, 7 into 8 is equal to 56. It is also whole number. 5 into 5 is equal to 25. It is also whole number. 0 into 15 it is equal to 0. It is also whole number. The multiplication of two whole numbers is also found to be a whole number again. We say that the system of whole numbers is closed under multiplication. The second property, commutativity of addition and multiplication. Children, observe the screen. You have seen the number line. In both the cases, we reach 5. So, 3 plus 2 is same as 2 plus 3. Similarly, 5 plus 3 is same as 3 plus 5. We say that addition is commutativity for whole numbers. This property is known as the commutativity for addition. You can add two whole numbers in any order, will get the commutativity of addition. The another one, commutativity of multiplication. Multiply numbers 4 and 5 in different order. You will observe that 4 into 5 is equal to 5 into 4, will get the 20 only. You can multiply two whole numbers in any order. We get the commutativity of multiplication. Thus, addition and multiplication are commutative for whole numbers. The third property, associativity of addition and multiplication. In this property, we know how to group out the numbers for convenience of adding and multiplying. For example, 2 plus 3 plus 4 is equal to 5 plus 4 is equal to 9. Here 2 and 3 we grouped using small bracket. Like that, one more example, 2 plus 3 plus 4 is equal to 2 plus 7 is equal to 9. Here 2 separate and grouped 3 plus 4. So in the above, you can add 2 and 3 first and then add 4 to the sum, and in B you can add 3 and 4 first and then add 2 to the sum. This is the associativity of addition for whole numbers. Next, associativity of whole numbers with multiplication. Observe the multiplication fact illustrated by the following diagrams. Figure 2.1. Count the number of dots in figure 2.1 A and figure 2.2 B. What do you get? The number of dots is the same in figure 2.1. We have 2 into 3 dots in each box. So, the total number of dots is 2 into 3 into 4 is equal to 24. In figure 2.1b, each box has 3 into 4 dots. So, in all there are 2 into 3 into 4 is equal to 24 dots. Thus, 2 into 3 into 4 is equal to 2 into 3 into 4. Here, they make first group 2 into 3 and also second 3 into 4. Similarly, you can see that 3 into 5 into 4 is equal to 3 into 5 into 4. This is the associative property for multiplication of whole numbers. Example. The fourth property is distributivity of multiplication over addition. The next property is distributivity of multiplication over addition. Take a graph paper of size 6 cm by 8 cm having squares of size 1 cm into 1 cm. Observe the screen, children. Is the number 6 into 8? Now cut the sheet into two pieces of sizes 6 cm by 5 cm and 6 cm by 3 cm as shown in the figure. Number of squares, is it 6 into 5? Count the boxes. Number of squares, is it 6 into 3? Yes, no, children? In all, how many squares are there in both the pieces? Is it 6 into 5 plus 6 into 3? Does it mean that 6 into 8 is equal to 6 into 5 plus 6 into 3? But 6 into 8 is equal to 6 into 5 plus 3. Similarly, you will find that 2 into 3 plus 5 is equal to 2 into 3 plus 2 into 5. This is known as the distributivity of multiplication over addition. Here we using the formula A into small bracket open B plus C small bracket close is equal to small bracket open A into B small bracket close plus small bracket open A into C small bracket close. This means, for example, the value of A is equal to 1, value of B is equal to 2 and value of C is equal to 3. So apply the formula 1 into 2 plus 3 is equal to 1 into 2 plus 1 into 3. Now we multiplied, we get the 1 into 2 plus 3 is equal to 5. So 1 5s are 5. Again 1 2s are 2 plus 3 1s are 3. What is the answer, children? Here also 5. In one more side also 5. So we say that LHS is equal to RHS. Means LHS means left hand side, RHS means right hand side. So both the sides are equal answer. So it is called a distributivity of whole numbers. The last property of whole number is identity for addition and multiplication. The collection of whole numbers different from the collection of natural numbers. It is just the presence of 0 in the collection of whole numbers. This number 0 has a special role in addition. The following table will help you guess the role. When you add 0 to any whole number, what is the result? Yes, it is the same whole number again. 0 is called an identity for addition of whole numbers or additive identity for whole numbers. 0 has a special role in multiplication too. Any number when multiplied by 0 becomes 0. For example, observe the pattern 5 into 6, the answer is 30. 5 into 5, the answer is 25. 5 into 0? Yes, 5 zeros are 0 only will get. You came across an additive identity for a whole number. A number remains unchanged when added to 0. Similar is the case for a multiplicative identity for whole numbers. Observe this table. You are right. 1 is the identity for multiplication of whole numbers or multiplicative identity for whole numbers. For example, 7 into 1, 7 ones are 7 or 1 sevens are 7. 5 into 1 is equal to 5 means 1 5s are 5. Patterns in whole numbers. We shall try to arrange numbers in elementary shapes made up of dots. The shapes we take are first one a line, second one a rectangle, third one a square and a fourth one a triangle. Every number should be arranged in one of these shapes. No other shape is allowed. Every number can be arranged as a line. The number 2 is shown as, observe the screen children, you observe the dots. Like that, some numbers can be shown also rectangles. For example, the number 6 can be shown as like. Some numbers like 4 or 9 can also be arranged as squares. Some numbers can also be arranged as triangles. For example, 3 we should write like. Observe the screen children. Note that the triangle should have its two sides equal. The number of dots in the row starting from the bottom row should be like 4, 3, 2, 1. The top row should also always have one dot. So children, we have completed today's class. Write the maths classwork neatly. Thank you. Have a nice day.